Hey everybody, I'm Kelly Kucera. I am a presidential founder with Color Street, and today I'm going to go over the requirements to become a team leader within the Color Street compensation plan. And it can get pretty intricate and detailed, so I'm going to try to go over all the bits and pieces and scenarios that might happen to get you to team leader. Now, the most minimal way to get to team leader would actually be if you get rid of Jen's team right here. Pretend Jen doesn't exist. The most minimal way to get to team leader would be with a total of 6 team members, right? You, and then you need 3 different legs, and one of those legs has to be a senior stylist or above. So a couple of the requirements are that you have to have a senior stylist leg all by itself, and you have to have at least 2 more bonus qualified legs. Now you can have more, and these people can have some, and if Tommy doesn't have $1,000, but Jen has $1,000. Let's say, sorry, Tommy, you lost your name. Tommy has 0. It's okay. You can count Jen as that bonus qualified leg, okay? And Lily in this situation is your senior stylist. And we talked about in a previous video, a senior stylist has at least 3 team members, 1 that's bonus qualified or more, and then 2 different legs that are bonus qualified or more. All together, they have to have $1,000 or more in PD, and since the beginning of time, since Lily joined, they would have to have $2,000 in lifetime group volume since Lily joined. Now, to be a team leader, Lily would count as your senior stylist leg right here. See, she's got all the qualifications, and Sally's bonus qualified, and Tommy's not, but that's okay, because, Jen, she's got $1,000. She's bonus qualified, and you would be a team leader. But let's talk about some of the tricky stuff, and we'll do it by going through the check marks. So to be a team leader, you have to have a personal volume yourself of 300 or more. In this example, you've got 300. We can check that out. Now your group volume has to be 2,500 or more. So let's add all of this up here, okay? So you've got 1,000, 1,500. Okay, so even just on your team, not counting you, this is 2,500. Plus you would be 2,800. So you would have over 2,500. And I'm going to talk about this capped little piece in just a second in a different example. But for right now, you're pretty even. There's not a capped issue. I'll go over that. Now your lifetime group volume in sales, again, lifetime group volume is the volume from your team since the day you began. So maybe the first month it was just you and you had $500 in volume. And then the next month it was you and Sally and you guys had another 500. So then your lifetime group volume after those 2 months would have been 1,000. And it keeps continuing to add up. Doesn't matter how many people you add, but since the day you joined, however much volume in sales have come in from the company that have started with you gets added up into your lifetime group volume. And to be a team leader, you have to have 5,000 or more in lifetime group volume. Okay, so we're going to check off that you have those things. Let's say your lifetime group volume is $8,000 at this point, and so that's not an issue. And then you need 1 senior stylist leg. Well, in this example, we were saying that Lily is your senior stylist, and then you need 2 bonus qualified legs. And in this example, it's Sally and Jen. They're both bonus qualified, and you would be a team leader. Now, let's talk nitty gritty, some real life things that can happen, because it's not always everybody working 100% of the time. And so I'm going to use Jen here. Let's say Jen is actually a director, and her team has, let's say, so her group volume, her team's group volume, let's say is $7,000. And let's say Lily here has 300, and George and Amy, they don't have anything, and Sally has 300. Okay, we're going to talk capped volume. The reason the company and many direct sales companies have a capped volume rule is because they don't want you to be able to rely on one person or one team that's doing all the work and you get to sit back and collect the pay. You have to do your part as well. And so what the capped volume means, if you have one leg, and guess what? This leg starts at Tommy, not at Jen. This leg starts at Tommy. If you have one leg that is a really strong leg, you need to prove that you and everybody not on that leg can account for 50% of the required volume you need. Now, if Jen has 7 million in sales, that's okay. You don't need her to have less sales. You just need you and everybody not on that whole leg. That's a leg, okay? You need these people, you and everybody else, have to account for 50% at least of what the requirement is for the rank. So for the rank of team leader, the requirement is $2,500 in group volume. You can't count Jen for all of it. You have to have 50% of that, which is $1,250. You have to prove that you and Sally and Lily and George and Amy all together can be at least 50% of that requirement. And right here in this example, you're not. 300, 300, 300, you're at $1,000. So you need to get to that 1,250 without just counting on Jen. So what you would need, let's say you have a really stellar month, okay? And you have $1,200 in sales, then you would hit that capped volume requirement, okay? Because you plus Lily plus Sally are more than $1,250 and you don't have the capped issue from one leg. All right, now what does this mean for pay? Real quick, one more thing. Jen is a director. You might be like, well, you need a senior stylist. What do? Lily's not a senior stylist in this example, but Jen is a director. And you know what? That's okay, because for your senior stylist, it's senior stylist or above leg. So it's all right if somebody below you hits a rank above what you're aiming for at the time, because you can still use that leg to hit that qualification. So Jen can count right here as your senior stylist or above leg, and Lily and Sally would count for your 2 bonus qualified legs. Okay? And it could be Amy and not Lily. It doesn't matter. Just this leg has to be bonus qualified, this leg has to be bonus qualified, and this leg is your senior stylist or above leg. And you have all the monetary volumes, the capped, all that stuff we talked about. You would be good to go. So that's important to know. Now let's talk pay. Why is this important? It's really great because, of course, you are going to get the 25 to 35% off of your own sales, and those are paid out weekly. Now in this example, at $1,200 actually, you gave yourself a raise, and you would be earning, in this example, 30% of the $1,200 in commission on your sales. Now on team sales, as a team leader, you are going to earn 3% on your level 1 and 3% on your E1. All right, let's talk about that. This is your level 1, this is your level 2, and Aaron, Bob, and Jan are your level 3. Okay, so let's just pretend that your upline is a director or a team leader, and we'll talk about that. A team leader and above, you get this special placement button. So let's say your person that enrolled you is a team leader, and they decided to place Lily on your team. So you didn't enroll Lily, but you are now Lily's sponsor. And your friend above you, Lori enrolled Lily and placed Lily with you. Now Lily will remain Lori's E1, but she is your level 1. But you brought Sally and Tommy into the business. So Sally and Tommy are your level 1 and your E1. So you will earn 6% on Tommy, 6% on Sally, and 3% on Lily. The reason you're only earning 3% is because she's your level 1 but not your E1. And Sally and Tommy, you get to add those percentages up. You're earning 6% on whatever their sales are because they are your level 1 and your E1. Now at team leader, you are also going to earn, on your level 2, you're going to earn 3%. So 3% on anybody here in your level 2, and you are going to earn your E2s, you are going to earn another 3%. What's an E2? It's somebody your E1 enrolls. So Sally is your E1 and Tommy is your E1. Well, that would make Jen your E2. Jen is your E2. And Jen is Tommy's E1. Okay? Now, since your upline gave you Lily, and you're Lily's sponsor but not enroller, George and Amy are not your E2. They might be Lily's E1 because Lily brought them on, but they're actually your upline, Lori. They're her E2s, not yours because she brought Lily on. But you still get to count Lily, and you still get to get paid on the fact that they're on your levels, and you get to use them for the rank requirements you need. Now, when I say you get paid on your E2, it's on their personal volume, not their group volume, it's their personal volume. So since Jen has 1,000 and Amy and George, well, let's give it a little bit. Let's give them some money here. Okay, you would earn 3% on George, and you would be earning 6% on Jen's 1,000. I've got an alarm going on. Okay. And then at Team Leader, you also earn 3% on your level 3. And the E1, E2 stuff ends at E2. There's no such thing as E3, E4. It's just E1 and E2, and the E2 begins at the Team Leader rank. But you will earn another 3% on any of the personal volume from Aaron, Bob, and Jan. How cool is that? And really, all those percentages can really start to add up, and those are paid to you on a monthly basis. So your team commissions are paid to you within about 5 days of the next calendar month. So let's pretend we are in the month of August. So let's say by September 5th, commissions are run for the company. You would get all your percentages that you earned on your team at Team Leader, and this is when the magic happens. You would get a Team Leader button in your virtual office. That's kind of the back end of your business. When you log into your virtual office, you are going to get a special placement button that would allow you to place anybody you enroll during their first 35 days anywhere you want in your organization. So let's say you enroll Sam. Okay, you enroll Sam, and you were Team Leader. You got paid at Team Leader in August, and it's now September, and Sam is in her first week. Now, this is awesome. You can take Sam, and let's say you want to start helping Sally get to senior stylist rank. So you can take Sam from your front line and put Sam right here to start helping Sally become a senior stylist. And whatever volume Sam has, this is where it's really cool. Sally is going to earn 3% as long as she's bonus qualified. Sally will earn 3% because Sam's her level 1. You are going to still earn 6% because Sam, no matter where you place her, will always be your E1. Even if you place her really, really far down, which I don't recommend, but that's not for this video. But if Sam stays your E1, and you'll be earning 3% because Sam is on your level 2. And anybody Sam enrolls, they would become your E2, and you might get paid, 3% for them being your E2 and 3% for them being your level 3. So then you are earning 6% on somebody in your level 3. But the magic is that a lot more is in your control when you have that placement button, because you can enroll people and place them as needed to best suit your business. And it's really a special thing to help those that are working on your team have a team member, get that placement, earn more commission, and it's a very powerful tool in moving up the ladder of the Color Street ranks. But I do caution you to be very, very careful, because if you don't hit Team Leader that next month, then the button does go away. So you would earn it back again once you hit Team Leader. But within Color Street, everything starts over at month end. So when it's 11/59/59 and the month ends, then all your people stay in place, and you can no longer move anybody. You can only move somebody once. You can no longer move anybody, but all of the volumes for everybody on your team go back to 0. and the month starts over, and the same requirements would happen. So in order to be a team leader, you would need a senior stylist or above. That could be Lily, that could be Jen. You got lots of options, and it starts over every month, and sometimes it does change at which pieces are helping you hit the rank requirements that you need. But I hope that helps you understand team leader just a little bit better. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot them in the comments, and I will try to keep up and answer any questions that you have. Thanks for watching.